dwells on his face. 4 happy days for him and on the moon, but oh, he be so slow this old moon wanes. She lingers by desires, like a stepdame or a dowager, long with her now young man's revenue.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like to a silver bow new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Go, illustrate, stir Athenian youths to merriment, awake the pert and nimble spirit of mirth. Turn melancholy ornament. No companion is not for a calm. Polenta, I woo thee with my sword, and one thy love doing me injury, but I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with revelling.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned Duke.
Thanks, good Aegis. What's the news to be?
Full of vexations am I with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Send for Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Send for Lysander. And my gracious Duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes and interchanged love tokens with my child. Thou hast by moonlight sung feigning verses of fading love, and stolen the impression of her fantasies, with bracelets of thy hair, rings, gauds, conceits, nags, trifles, nosegays, sweetmeats. Messengers of strong, prevailing, unheard youth. With cunning hast thou filched my daughter's heart, and turned her obedience due to me to stubborn harshness. Being so she will not consent to marry with Demetrius in front of your grace, I beg the ancient privilege of Athens, as she is mine, I may dispose of her, either to the gentleman or to her death, immediately provided in that case.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, Hermia, to you, your father should be as a god, one that composes your beauties, and yet to one to whom your ass from foreign wax find him printed, and it is within his power to make a favor, or disfigure it. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman, so is Lysander. In himself he is, but in this kind wanting your father's choice, the other should be held worthy.
But I would, my father, let's go with my eyes.
Rather with your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I made so bold, nor how it may concern my modesty in such presence here to plead my thoughts. But I do beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death or to a forever abjure the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, know over you, question your desires, examine well your blood, for if you yield not to your father's joys, you can injure the liver of a nun, chanting faint hymns into the cold, fruitless moon.
So I will grow, so live, so die, my lord, ere I will yield my virgin hand up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and me for everlasting bond of fellowship. Upon that day, I will prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else wed Demetrius, as he would, or on Diana's altar to protest for austerity and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander yield thy created title upon my certain right.
You have called yourself Demetrius? Let me have Hermias. You marry him.
Scornful Lysander, truly hath my love, and all my love I do instate upon him, and as she is mine, all my right of her I do instate upon him.
I am, my lord, as well derived, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes every way is fairly ranked, if not with advantage as Demetrius, and which is more than all these boasts can be, I am beloved of Demetrius Hermia. Why should I not then prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll avouch to his head, made love to Nadar's daughter Helena, and won her soul, and she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess that I have heard so much, and with Demetrius having thought to spoke thereof, but being overfull of self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But Demetrius, come, and come, Aegeus, I have some private schooling for you both. As for you, fair Hermia, look your armor self to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens leads you up to death, or to a vow of single life. of my fallen son. But dear my love, Demetrius, go along.
With duty and desire we follow you.
How now, my love? Why are the cheeks so pale? How the chance the roses there to fade so fast?
And like for want of rain, which I could well beteem them from the tempest of my eyes.
Not that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history. The course of true love never did run smooth.
If then, true lovers ever may cross, it stands as an edict in destiny. Then let us teach our child patience, because it is a customary cross. As due to love as thoughts and dreams and sighs, wishes and tears, poor fancy's followers.
A good persuasion. Now hear me, Kirby. I have a widow, a dowager, of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens her house remote 7 leagues, and she regards me as her only son. There, Hermia, may I marry thee. If thou lovest me, steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in a wood, a league without the towns, there was your peace.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, by all the vows that men have ever broke, in number more than women ever spoke. In that place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly I will meet with thee.
Peace, Lord love. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither went?
Call you me fair? That fair is unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair. Your eyes are lodestars, and your tongue's sweet air more tunable than lark to shepherd's ear. When wheat is green, when hawthorn buds appear, sickness is catching, oh, for favor so. Yours would I catch, fair Hermia, ere I go. My ear should catch your voice, my eye your eye. My tongue should catch your tongue's sweet melody. Were the world mine, Demetrius being fated, the rest I give to you translated. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
I frown upon him, but he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns could teach my smiles such skill.
I give him curses, but he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hated me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty would that fall for mine.
Take comfort, he no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will fly away from this place. Before the time I did Lysander see, seemed Athens as a paradise to me. Oh, then with graces in my love do dwell, that he up to the heaven unto a hell.
Helen, you are mindful of gold. Tomorrow night, when Phoebe doth behold her silver visage in the watery glass, decking with silver curls of wavy grass, a time which lovers' flights still doth conceal. Dragon's gates have we devised to steal.
And in the woods were oft you and I, upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of our counsel sweet. There, my Lysander and myself shall meet, and thence from Athens turn our eyes to seek newer friends and stranger companies. Farewell, sweet playfellow. Pray thou for us, and good luck. Grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander. We must starve ourselves from lovers' food till morrow, deep midnight.
I will, my love. Helena, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
How happy some or other some can be. Through Athens, I am not as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know all that he do know. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is wicked Cupid painted blind. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eye, he hailed out oaths that he was
all our company here?
You were best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here is a scroll of every man's name, which is documented to all Athens, later an interlude before the Duke and the Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good Phoenicians, say what the play treats. Then read the names of the actors, and so go to a point.
Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy and tragic death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you, and Mary. Now, good Phoenicians, call forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
And here as I call you. Nick Bottom, the Weaver.
Ready, name what part I'm for, and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are sent out for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
Lover, that guilty lover, most gallant, for love.
That will ask for some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole in some measure. To the rest. Yet, my chief humor is for a tyrant. I could play Hercules really, or the part to tear captive, make it all split. The raging rocks and shimmering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates, and fearless bar shall shine from far, and make and mar the foolish face. This was lofty. Now, name the rest of the players. This Hercules thing, that's what I can say. The lover is more condoling.
Phrase, the bellman.
Give me your wits.
You must take Thisbe on you.
What is this? A wandering knight?
It is a lady that Pyramus must love.
Hey, babe! Let me not play a woman! Hope you're coming in.
That's all one. Take it now, when you may speak as small as you.
And I may have my voice. Let me play this beat too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. This knee.
Ah, Pyramus, my never dear, thy this be dear and dear.
No, you must play Pyramus and look you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Stark, Taylor.
You be a voice.
You must play Thisbe's mother, Tom Stout Tinker. You, Pyramus' father, and himself, Thisbe's father, and Stuck the Turner, you the line partner. And here's a play minute.
Have you the line partner? Pray, if it be given to me, for I am slow study.
You may do it extra nothing wrong.
Let me play the lion too. I will roar that. I will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar that. I will make the Duke say, let him roar again. Let him roar again.
Do it too terribly. And you fright the Duchess and the ladies in retreat, and that were enough to hang us all.
That would hang us all. Oh, I dread you, friends. If you should fright the ladies out of their wits, they would have no more discretion but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice so that I will roar you as gently as any sucking dove. I will roar you until any nightingale. Roar! Roar!
You play no part but Pyramus. For Pyramus is a sweet man, a proper man, much I've seen in some mistake, a most lovely, gentleman-like man. Therefore you must need to play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it.
Masters, here are your parts. I'm to treat you, question, desire to come the body tomorrow night to be at the house with a mile out of town. For if we meet in the city, we will be dull company in our places of. In the meantime, I will draw a bill of properties as our play wants. I pray you, fail me not.
We will meet, and there we may rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect. Adieu.
At the Duke's open meet.
I serve the fairy queen to do her works upon the green. Cowslips to call her pensioners be, with their gold coats, spots you see. Those be rupees, fairy favors, in those freckles lie your saviors. I must go see some dewdrops here, and hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear. Farewell now, mob spirits, I shall be gone. Our queen in her house will come anon. The king doth keep his revels here tonight. To heed the queen, come not within his sight. For Oberon is passing foul in wrath, because that she, as his attendant, has a lovely boy stolen from the Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling. And jealous Oberon would have the child knife and trained to trace the forest wild. But she perforce withholds the loving boy, crowns him with flowers makes them all her joy. Now they never meet in world or queen, but not to clear or spangled starlight sheets. If they do swear, with all their ounce of fear, creep in acorns up and hide them there. I mistake your shape in making quite or else you wear that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow. Are you not he that frightens the maidens amongst the villagry, and sometimes makes their drinks fair no more? You mislead the night wanderers, laughing at their harm, those that call you hobgoblin and sweet little puck. You do their work, and shall bring them luck. Are you not he? Thou speakest right. I am the merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make them smile when I am fattened these fed horse beguile. They knew likeness of Billy Fall. Sometimes the guy gossip. Very likeness of a roasted crab. Wrenching drinks against her lips I bob, and on her withered dewlap pour the ale. The wisest aunt telling the saddest tale. Sometimes for a frequent stool mistake. Then slip I from her bum, down couples and tail that cries, and falls into a cough, and then the whole boy pulls the hips aloft, and waxes them raise and knees and swear. A merrier hour was never wasted there. But, room fairy, here comes Oberon. And here my mistress, would that he were gone. Slow down, you move too fast. You got to make the morning last just kicking down the cobblestones, looking for fun and feeling groovy. Ba-da-da-da, feeling groovy. How the lamppost, what you knowing? I've come to watch your flowers growing. Ain't you got no rhymes for me? Do-do-do, feeling groovy. Ba-da-da-da, feeling groovy.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Tanya.
What? Jealous, Oberon? Fairies, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton. Am I not thy lord?
And I must be thy lady, and I know that thou hast stolen away from fairyland, and in the shape of corn sat all day, playing on pipes of corn and versing love to amorous fill it up. Why art thou here, come from the farthest steep of India? But that, forsooth, the bouncing Amazon, your blessed mistress and your warrior love, to be wedded to Theseus, and to come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus for shame, Tanya? Lent at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus. Did not thou lead him through the glimmering night, and make him with fairy least break his faith?
These are the forgeries of jealousy, and never since middle summer spring have we on hill, on dale, by forest or mead, by paved fountain or by rushy brook, or in the beached margin of the sea, to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind. For with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the winds, piping to us in vain as in revenge, have sucked up from the sea contagious fogs, which falling in the land hath every pelting river made so proud that they have overborne their continents. The ox therefore has stretched his yoke in vain, the plowman lost his sweat, and the green corn hath rotted ere his youth attained a beard. The human mortals want their winter here. No night is now with him nor carol blessed. Therefore the moon, the governess of floods, pale in her anger, hath washed all the air that rheumatic diseases do abound. And through all this distemperature we see the seasons alter, the spring, the summer, the chilling autumn, the angry winter,
and their wanted libraries, and the mazed world by their increase now knows not which is which. And this same prodigy of evils comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her over on it? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairy lamb is not the child of mine. His mother was a votress of my order, and in the spiced Indian air by night, full often hath she gossiped by my side. But she, being mortal, hath loined to die. And for her sake I do bereave her boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within these woods intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day. If you will patiently dance in our rounds and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me and I will spare your haunts.
Give me the boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies, away. We shall tie down right if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. Gentle Papa, come hither. Thou rememberest since once I sat upon a promontory and heard a murmuring under a dolphin's back, uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the soothing music.
I remember.
What I saw, but thou could not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid all on, a certain aim he took a fair vessel thrown in by the west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow, as it should pierce 100,000 hearts. Yet marked I where the molten Cupid fell. It fell upon a little western flower, once milk white, now purple of love bloom. And maidens call it love and idleness. Fetch me that flower, the herb I showed thee once. The juice of it on sleeping islands laid will make any man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature it sees. Fetch me this herb and be here again, ere the Leviathan will leave.
The girl will run by the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she's asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing that she, wakened, looks upon, be it on lion, on bear, on bull, on wolf, on meddling monkey, or on busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I can do with another, I'll make her render up her page to me. But who comes here? I am invisible. I will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where's Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll slay, and the other slave me. Thou toldst them they were stolen to this woods, and get thee gone and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted enemy, but yet you draw not iron, for my heart is true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, would I not in plainest truth tell you that I do not, nor I cannot love you?
And even for that do I love you more. I am your spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fall on you. Use me as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me. Only give me leave, unworthy as I am, to follow you.
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much, to leave the city and commit yourself to the hands of one that loves you not, to trust the opportunity of night in the counsel of a ill desert place with a rich worth your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege. For that, it is not night, but I do see your face. Therefore, I think I'm not in the night, nor doth this wood lack worlds of company. For you, in my respect, are all the world. Then how can it be said that I'm alone when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee and hide thee in the brakes and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wildest have not such a heart as you. Run when you will, the story shall be changed. Apollo flies, and Daphne holds the chase.
I will not stay to thy questions. Let me go. For if thou follow, do not believe, but I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
I, in the temple, in the town of Field, doing mischief? Fie, Demetrius!
do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower there? Welcome, wanderer.
Ah, there it is.
I pray thee give it. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where oxlips and the nodding violet grows, quite over canopied with luscious woodbine, sweet musk roses, and with eglantine. There sleeps a time, some time of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances of delight. And with the juice of this, I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of her, and seek through these woods. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. And look thou meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord. Him shall do so.
Come, now come home and fair song. O quaint spirits, sing me now asleep, and to your offices and let me rest.
Everywhere.
what thou seest when thou dost wake. Do it for thy true love takes. Love and languish for his sake, be it on ounce or cat or bear, hard or boar with bristled hair. In thy eye that shall appear when thou wakest is thy due. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Dear love, you faintly wandering to the wood, and to speak troth, I forgot a word. We'll rest here, being good and here to come to the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you out of bed, or upon this bank I will rest my head.
One bank shall serve as a pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, one head.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, dear life, brother of you, do not lie so near.
Oh, take the sin, sweet of my innocence. Love takes one's meaning in love's confidence. I mean that my heart unto yours is knit, so that one heart we can make of it. Two bosoms interchain good and oath, so that two bosoms in a single troth. So then by your side, no better would be denied. Your mind is open. I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. A gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off in human modesty. Such separation as may well be said, becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid, so far be distant. And good night, sweet friend. Thy love ne'er alters till thy life's sweet end.
Amen, amen to that fair prayer, say I. And then life and I loyalty. Here's my bed. So give thee all his rest.
With half thou wish, the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest have I gone, with opinion found I none, on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force and stirring love. Night in silence. Who's here? Who is a vacancy doth wear? This is he, my master said, despite his union made. And here the maiden, sleeping sound, on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul. She durst not lie near the slack wall, this true courtesy. True, on thine eyes I throw all pattern is carved although. When thou wakest, let love forbid sleep a seat on thy island. So wake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon.
Stay, so thou kill me, sweet Demetrius.
I charge thee hence and do not haunt me thus.
Oh, wilt thou darkly leave me? Do not so.
Stay on thy peril. I alone will go.
Oh, I am out of breath in this long chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia, wheresoever she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears, if so my eyes are oftener washed than hers. No, I am as ugly as a bear, for beasts that meet me do run away for fear. Therefore no marvel that Demetrius do as a monster fly my presence thus. But who is here? Lysander on the ground. Dead or asleep, I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake.
And run through fire will I for thy sweet sake. O transparent Helena, nature shows apart that through thy bosom bids me see thy part. Where is Demetrius? Oh, how bitter word is that vile name to perish on my sword.
Do not say so! Lysander, say not so! What, though he love your Hermia? Lord, what though?
raven, you're a dove. The will of man is by his reason swayed, and Jesus says that you are the word of me.
Wherefore was I to this huge mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? It's not enough, young man, that I did never, no, nor never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eyes, but you must flout my insufficiency? Good try, you do me wrong. Good sooth you do in such a disdainful manner me to woo. Fare you well, for of course I must confess I thought you were more true gentleness. Oh, the lady of one man refused, should of another therefore be abused.
She sees not her. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never gaze thou on thy sanity. But on my powers, interest your love and might, and honor Helen, and be her knight.
Help me! Oh, someone help me! Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast! Ay me, for pity, what a dream was here! Lysander, look how I do quake with fear! Methought a serpent ate my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander? What removed? Lysander, Lord? What? Out of hearing? Gone? No sound? No word? Alack, speak, and if you hear, speak of all loves. I swoon almost with fear. No? Then I well perceive you are not nigh. Either death or you. I'll find immediately.
Are we all met?
That is a marvel convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot on your stage, this pauper break retirement house, and we'll do it in action. No before the Duke.
Peter Quince.
Well, what sayest thou, holy bottom?
There are things in this comedy of Pyrrhus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyrrhus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
I heard you prepared his spirit. I believe you must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say, we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyrrhus is not killed indeed. And for the more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyrrhus, am not Pyrrhus, but Bottom the Weaver. This will put them out of fear.
Well, we'll have the prologue, and it should be written in 8 and 6.
No, make it 2 more. Let it be written in 8 and 8.
Will the ladies not be afraid of him dying? I'm feared, I promise you.
Masters, you ought to consider with yourselves to bring in, oh, God shield us. A lion amongst the ladies is a most dreadful thing, for there is not a more fearful wildfowl than your livelihood, and we ought not to it.
Therefore, another prologue is know that not alive.
Nay, you must name his name, and half of his face must be seen through the lion's neck, and he himself must speak through saying thus, or to the same effect, ladies,
Ladies!
or fair ladies.
Fair ladies!
I wish you,
I wish you!
I would request you,
I request you!
or I would entreat you not to fear, not to tremble my life for yours. If you think I come hither as a lion, take for pity of my life. No, I am no such thing. I am a man, as other men are. And there indeed let him name his name and tell them plainly that he is Snub the joiner.
You don't know my name?
Well, we'll have such a prologue. But there is two hard things. That is to bring moonlight into a chamber, for says the story appears that this be met by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine the night we went away?
A calendar. A calendar! Look in the almanac. Find out moonshine. Find out moonshine.
Yes, it doth shine that night.
Why then may you leave a casement of the great chamber window where we play open, and the moon may shine in at the casement?
Aye, or else one must come in with a bush of thorns and a lantern, and says he comes to disfigure or to present the person of moonshine. Then there's another hard thing. We must have a wall in the great chamber, or here this is the said the story. He talks to the king of a wall.
But you can never be in a wall. What say you, Logan?
Some bad or other must present wall, and let him have some plaster or some bone or some rough cast about him to signify wall. Or let him pull his fingers thus, and through that cranny shall Pyrrhus and his feet whisper.
If that may be, all is well. Come, everybody, son, rehearse your part. Pyrrhus, you begin, for you've spoken your part enter into that break. And so, everyone according to his cue.
What have been homespuns of me swaggering here, so near the cradle of the fairy queen? What? A play for it? I'll be an auditor, an actor too, perhaps, as a cause.
Pyrrhus, speak. This be stand forth.
These be the flowers of odious savors.
Odors. Odors.
Odors, savors sweet. So hath thy breath, my dearest Lisby dear. But hark, a voice, stay down, but hear a while. And by, I will to thee appear.
A stranger Pyrrhus in the airplane here.
Must I speak?
I, Mary, must you?
Oh. Almost radiant.
Almost ready. Almost ready.
That is too bad. I must not speak that yet. That should answer your Pyramus, for you must understand. You must to see no sound he has heard. It is to come again. Pyramus, enter. Your cue is past. It is never tired.
If I were fair, and this be I were open eye.
Oh, monsters! Oh, strange! Pretty monsters! Fine masters! Ah!
Why did they run away? This is the knavery of them to make me afraid.
Bless thee, Father, bless thee! Thou art translated!
To make an ass of me, to frighten me if they could. But I will not stir from this place. Do what they can. I will walk up and down here, and I shall sing, that they shall hear I am not afraid. Wild thing, you make my heart sing.
made everything moving. Wild thing.
What angel takes me from my flower bed?
Wild thing. You made my heart sing. You made everything moving. Wild thing.
Wild thing, I think I love you. My ear is much enamored of thy note, so is mine eye enthralled to thy shape. And thy fair virtues force doth move me on the first view to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have a little reason for that. And yet, to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so either. But if I had big enough to get out of this wood, I have enough to serve my own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit with no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee. Therefore go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from thy deep, and sing while thou in crescent flowers dost sleep. Peace blossom, cobweb, note, and mustard seed.
Here, and I, and I, and I. Where shall we go?
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman, pumping his locks and gambling his eyes.
We'll feed him apricots and dewberries with purple grapes, cream figs, and mulberries.
The honeybags will steal from bumblebees, and for night gapers cross their waxen eyes.
And light them in the fiery clover's eyes, to have your love to bed and to rise.
And put the wings from him butterflies who pay the moonbeams for sleeping eyes.
Nod to him, elves, and to him courtesies.
Hail, mortal, hail! Hail!
Hail! Hail! Hail! Hail!
I cry your worship's mercy, heartily.
Come, lead him to my bower. Tie up my lover's tongue. Bring him silently.
Wonder if Tanya you wait. Then what next came in her eye which she must dote upon in extremity? Here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit? What night rule about this haunted road?
My mistress, with a monster, is in love. Nearly took her clothes and consecrated vow, while she was in her dull, sleeping on. Cook apples, fruit mechanics, the work of bread on the stall, met together. There's a boy, intended for my thesis' nuptial day. The shallowest pigskin of that barren sort, who pyramids presented in their sport. For circus scene and entered in right, when I did him at disadvantage state, and thus asked no light fixed on his head. Anon his biscuit must be entered, and forth my mimic come. When they have fired rifle in the way his fellows fly, I led them on in this distracted fear. Left sweet pyramids translated there. When, so it came to pass, to Tanya awake, and straight away loved an ass.
This falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet latched the Athenian's eyes with the love juice as I bid thee do?
I took him sleeping. That is finished too. And the Athenian woman by his side. That, when he waked, of course she must be eyed.
Stand close. This is the same Athenian.
This is the woman, but not this, the man.
Why would you not love you so? Like breath so bitter under bitter foe.
Now that I tried, but I should be worse. For thou, I fear, hast given me reason to curse. If thou hast Lysander in his sleep, bring more shoes from the blood, plunge in the deep, and kill me too. The sun was not so true unto the day as he to me. Would he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? It cannot be. But thou hast murdered him. So should a murderer look. So dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I, pierced through the heart of your stern cruelty. And yet you, the murderer, look as bright, as clear as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
What's this to my Lysander? Ah, good Demetrius, wilt thou give him to me?
I'd rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog, out, cur! Thou hast stripped me past the bounds of maiden's patience. Hast thou slain him, then? Henceforth, be never numbered among men.
You spend your passion on a misprized mood. I'm not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee, then tell me he is well.
And if I should, what shall I get there for?
A privilege. Never to see me more.
There's no falling from this fierce vein. Therefore here, for a while of remain.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite and laid the love juice on some true love sight. About the wood, swift in the wind, and Helena of Athens looked out high. All fancy sick she is and pale of cheer, with sighs of love that cause the fresh blood dear. By some illusion, see thou bring her here. All charm his eyes against she to appear.
I go, look how I go, stepping in the arrow from the Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink in apple of his eye, let his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of her brave band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth, Mr. Bunny, pleading for a lover's feet. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Stand aside. The noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Then will two at once woo one. That must needs be for the law. And those things do best please me than fall preposterously.
Oh, why did you think that I would scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. Someone how I weep, and thou so born that to be all truth appears. How can these things in me seem scorn to you, bearing the badge of faith to prove them true?
You do advance your cunning more and more. When truth kills truth, oh devilish holy ray, these vows are Hermia's. Will you give her ore? Wait, you will nothing weigh. Your vows to her and me put in two scales will even weigh, and both as light as tails.
I had no judgment in her, I swore.
Nor none in my mind, now you give her ore.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Oh, Helen, goddess, nymph, perfect, divine. What shall I compare to thine eye? Crystal is money. Oh, let me kiss this princess of pure white, this seal of bliss.
Oh, sight! Oh, hell! I see you are all bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me this much injury. Can you not hate me as I know you do, but you must join in souls to mock me too? If you were men as men you are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so, to vow and swear and super praise my parts, when I'm sure you hate me with your hearts.
Demetrius, you are unkind. Be not so. You love Hermia. This you know I know. Now, with goodwill, with all my heart, and in Hermia's love, I yield you up my part. And yours and Helena's to be weak. for I love her. I will until my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia. If ever I love her, all that love is gone.
Helen, it is not so.
Spirits what thou dost not know. Blessed is thy fellow, you shall pay for it too. Look where thy love comes. Yonder is thy here.
Dark night! That from the eye his function takes, the ear more prick of apprehension makes. Thou art not by mine eye, Lysander, found. Mine ear, I beg thee, to drop into thy sound. Well, why, hardly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from thy side?
Lysander's love, which would not win by. Fair Helen, who more engilds the night than all young Kyrie owes in eyes of light. How would this not make thee know? That hate I bear that made thee leave thee so.
You speak not as you think. It cannot be.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion's false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision? It's all the counsel that we two have shared. The sisters' vows, the hours we have spent when we have chid the hasty-footed time for parting us. Oh, is all forgot? All school-days friendship, childhood innocence. And will you rend our ancient love asunder to join with the men in scorning your poor friend? It is not friendly, 'tis not maidenly. Our sex, as well as I may chide you for it, though I alone do feel the injury.
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not, it seems you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander, as in scorn, to follow me and praise my eyes and face? And make your other love, Demetrius, will you perhaps spur me with his foot, to call me goddess, nymph, divine and rare, precious, celestial? Wherefore speaks he this to her he hates? And wherefore doth Lysander deny your love, so rich within his soul, and tender me in pursuit affection, but by your setting on, by your consent?
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do. Her counterfeit sad looks make bounds upon me when I turn my back. Wake each other, hold the sweet jest up. But bear you well, 'tis partly my own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy.
Oh, stay, Helen, hear my excuse. My love, my life, my soul.
Oh, excellent. Sweet, do not scorn her so.
She cannot entreat. Oh.
Thou canst compel no more than she can do. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helen, I love you, but my life I do.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If so, withdraw them and prove it too.
Quick, come on.
Lysander, where do you hint all this?
Hang off, thou cat, thou bird. Wild thing, let loose, or shake thee from me like a serpent.
Why are you grown so rude? What changed this sweet love?
Oh, thy love. Out, tawny torture, out. Out, loathed medicine. Oh, hated poison. Hence.
Do you not jest?
Yes, sooth, and so do you.
Demetrius, I'll keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond with reference to you. Oh, we bond won't see you. I will not trust your word.
What? Should I strike her, hurt her, kill her dead? No, I hate her. I'll not harm herself.
What? Can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me? Wherefore, oh me with news, my love. Am I not Hermia? Are you not Lysander? I am as fair as I was erewhile. Since night you loved me, and since night you left me. Why then you left me? Oh, the gods forbid. In earnest shall I say?
I, and never did desire to see thee more. Therefore, let me out of hope, of question, of doubt. Be certain, 'tis nothing truer that I do hate thee and love her.
Oh me.
You juggler! You came to blossom! You cheap love! What? Have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him? Pride of faith? What, have you no modesty? No maiden shame? No touch of bashfulness? What, will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? By
Helen, be not afraid, she shall not harm you.
No, sir, she shall not, though you take her part.
Oh, when she is angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school. And though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little! Again! Nothing but low and little! Why will you suffer her to flog me thus? Let me come to her! Mabel! Help me! Mabel! Help me! Mabel! Help me!
Get you gone! You dwarf! You midgets of hatred not grass made! You bee! You acorn!
For two fishes in her lap that scorns our services. Let her alone, speak not of Helena.
Then follow, thou dares, to try who's right. Is thine or mine, is most in Helena.
Follow. Nay, I will go with thee, cheek by jowl.
Mistress, all this oil belongs to you. Nay, go not back. I do not trust you. I no longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands and mine are quicker for prey. My legs are longer though. Turn away!
I am amazed and know not what to say!
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest, or else thou committest thy knaveries willfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did you not tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garments he had on?
These lovers seek a place to fight. Hide, therefore, Robin, overcast the night, and lead these testy rivals so astray, so as one not come within another's way. Like to Lysander, sometime frame thy tongue, and stir Demetrius up with bitter wrong, and sometimes rail thou like Demetrius. From each other look thou lead them thus, till over their brow get counterfeiting sleep, with leaden legs and fatty wings doth creep. Then press this herb to Lysander's eye, whose liquor hath this virtuous cock, to take from thence with all his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. When he next wakes, all this derision shall seem a dream, fruitless vision. Well, eyes in this affair do thee employ, all to my queen, and beg her Indian boy, and then I will her charm at our release from monstrous view. All things shall be peace.
My fairy lord, this must be done in haste, from that swift dragon step clouds pull back.
Notwithstanding haste, make no delay. We may effect this business yet ere day.
Up and down, up and down. I will lead them up and down. I'm feared to feel the town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Here, villain, drawn and ready, brought down.
I'll be with thee straight.
Follow me then, play the crowd.
Lysander, speak again. Thou run away, thou coward. Art thou fled? Speak, in some bush? Or where dost thou hide thy head?
How coward art thou bragging to the stars, telling the bushes that thou lookest for wars? Come, recreant, come thou child, I'll rip thee with the rod, he's defiled that brought the sword on thee.
Yea, art thou there?
Follow my voice, we'll try no manhood here.
He goes before me, and still leads me on. When I come where he called, then he is gone. This villain is much lighter field than I. I fall fast, but faster do you fly. That fallen eye in dark, uneven way. Here will rest me. Come, gentlemen. For remember don't show me that great light. I'll find the Demetrius and avenge this night.
Coward, why comest thou not?
Abide me, thou darest, for well I wot. Thou runs before me, shifting every place, and darest not stand nor look me in the face. Where art thou now?
Come hither. I am here.
Nay, that thou mockest me. Thou shalt buy this stick and try thy face by daylight see. Go thy way. Faintness constrain me. Measure out my length on this cold bed.
When days approach, look to be visited.
Oh, weary night, oh, long and tedious night. Abate thy hours, shine comforts from the east, that I may back to Athens from these that my poor company detest. And sleep, that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye, steal me a while from my own company.
Yes, but sleep. Come one more. Who will both kind to make up for it. Here he is, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to drive poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so in woe, bedabbled with the dew and torn with briars. I can no further go, no further crawl. My legs can keep no pace with my desires. Here, I will rest me till break of day. Heavens, shall I send him if they meet a friend?
On the ground. Sleep. Sound. I'll apply to your eye. Gentle lover remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye, and the country proverb known that every man shall take his own, in his waking shall be shown. Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill. The man shall have his bear again, and all shall be well.
must rose my sleek, smooth head, and kiss thy fair, large ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Peace Blossom?
Betty!
Scratch my head, Peace Blossom. I left to the barber's monsieur, though he thinks I am marvelous hairy about the face. And I am such a tender ass. If my head do but tickle me, I must scratch.
What? Will thou hear some music, my sweet love?
I have a reasonable good ear of music. Let's have the toms and the bones.
Desirous to eat?
Truly, I have no problem here. I very much given my oath. Methinks I have a great desire to run all day, but I agree. Let none of your people steer me. I have exhibition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep now and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairy, be gone and be always away. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Gentle Puck, seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity, for, meeting her late behind the wood, I did ask of her changeling child, which straightway she gave to me, to bear back to my bower area. Now I have the boy, I will undo this hateful imperfection on her eyes. Gentle Puck, take the transforming scalp from off the head of this Athenian knight, so that he, like you and the other do, may all to Athens back again repair, and think no more of these nights accidents, but it's the fierce vexation of a dream. But first I will release the fairy. Be as thou wast wont to be. See as thou wast wont to see. Ganon's bud, or Cupid's flower, hath such force and blessed power. Titania, wait for you, Professor.
My Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? Oh, how I do loathe his visage now.
Silence a while. Robin, take off his head.
Now, when thou makest with thine own fool's eyes speak.
Sound? Music. Silent sad, tripped we after night's shade. We the globe can compass soon. swifter than the wandering.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night that I sleeping here was found with these mortals on the ground.
So, one of you find out the forester, for now our observations performed. And since we are the vanguard of the day, my love shall hear the music of my hounds, uncouple in the western valley, let them go. Dispatch, I say, and find the forester. We will take me up to the mountain's top to mark the musical confusion of hounds and echo in conjunction.
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once, when in a wood of Crete they bathed the bear with hounds of Sparta. Never did I hear such gallant chiding, for, besides the groves, the skies, the fountains, every region near seemed all one mutual cry. I never heard so musical a discord, such sweet thunder.
My hounds were bred out of Spartan craft and hide. Slow pursuit, a match and down like bells, each under each. A cry more tunable was never hollow to. But soft. What nymphs are these?
My lord, here lies my daughter asleep, and this Lysander and this Demetrius and this Hannah, both fingers on them. I wonder if they're being here together.
No doubt they rose early to observe the red of May, and hearing our intent, came here in grace of our solemnity. But speak, Ajax, is not this the day that Hermia should give Anton her choice?
It is, my lord.
Go, bid the huntsmen, wake them with their horns. Good morrow, friends. St. Valentine is past. Give us woodwards, but to couple now?
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How come such a gentle conqueror in this world, that hatred is so far from jealousy, to see my hate and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly. Half sleep, half waking, but as yet I swear, I cannot truly say how I came. But as I think, for truly would I speak, and now I do believe me, so it is. I came with Caribbean hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, or met without the peril of Athenian law.
Enough! My lord, you have enough. I beg the law on his head. They would have thrown away, they would. Demetrius, they're after to be you and me. You have your wife and me of my consent. Of my consent that she should be your wife.
My lord, I know not by what power, but by some power it is. My love to Hermia melted as the snow. The object and pleasure of mine eye. Helena, to her, my lord, was I betrothed, or I saw Hermia like a sickness, did I loathe this food. But as in health, I came to a natural taste, and now I love it, long for it, and forevermore be true to it.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse we will hear more anon. Aegeus, I will overbear your will. For in the temple by and by with us, these couples shall eternally be knit.
Away with us to Athens. 3 and 3 will hold a feast in great solemnity.
Melissa.
These things seem small, but undecipherable, like far mountains turned into clouds.
Methinks I see things with parted eye, when everything seems double.
So methinks that I have found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own and not mine own.
Are you sure that we are awake? It seems to me that yet we sleep, we dream. Do you not think the Duke was here and bid us follow him?
Yea, and my father,
And Hippolyta,
And if it falls in the temple.
Why then? We're awake. Let's follow him and let us recount our dreams.
When my days come, call me, and I will answer. My next is most fair pyramids. He who Peter Grins, flute the bellows mender, snout the tinker, starling. God's my life, stolen hence, and left me asleep. I've had a most rare vision. I've had a dream. Hast thou the man to say what dream it was? That is but an ass if you go about to expound this dream. Methought I was. There is no man could tell what. Methought I was. And methought I had. But man is but a patched fool if he will offer to say what methought I had. The eye of man hath not heard. The ear of man hath not seen. Man's hand is not able to taste, his tongue to conceive, nor his heart to report what my dream was. I will get Peter Quince to write a ballad on it. It shall be called Bottoms. Bottoms. Dream. Because it had no bottom. And I will sing it to Yoletta and will play before the Duke. For we are to utter sweet breath, and I do not doubt but hear them say, it is a sweet colleague. No more words. Away! Let us go away!
Hard-handed men that work in atmosphere remember labored in their minds till now, who have toiled in unburned memories with the same clay against your nuptials.
And we will hear it.
No, my noble lord, it is not for you. I have seen it over, and it is nothing in the world that you can find sportive intent to do service.
I will hear this play, for never anything can be amiss when simpleness and duty tender it.
So please, your grace, the prologue's addressed.
Let him approach.
If we offend, it is with our goodwill that you think we come not to offend, but with goodwill to show our simple skill. That is the true beginning of our end. Consider then, we come not in despite. We do not come as binding to content you. Our true intent is all for your delight. The actors are at hand. By their show, you shall know all that you are like to know.
This fellow doth not stand upon points.
Indeed, he hath played on this prologue like a child in a recorder. A sound, but not in government.
Who is next?
Gentles, perchance we wonder at the show, but wonder all, to make all things plain. This man, this Pyramus, you know, this beauteous lady Thisbe is in here. This man, which live and broadcast, doth present war. And through walls chink, poor souls stay content to wisdom. I like which no man wonders. This man, lantern, dog, and pusher sword, presented moonshine. Moonshine. These lovers think no score to meet at Nimus's too. There's a woo. This grisly beast which lion takes my name. Scare away a fright, and as she fled, her mantle she did fall, and to lie in a vile, bloody mouth did stay. Whereat Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain. Whereat, with bloody blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling, bloody breast. And Thisbe, terror and mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died. For all the rest, let the lion and moonshine law, lovers twain, at large discourse, while here they do remain.
I wonder if the lion can speak.
Aye, one line may when many asses do.
This day continues the dump and fall, that I, snout my name, present a wall. And such a wall as I would have you think, that had its democratic coat or cheek, through which the lovers of Pyramus and Thisbe did whisper often, most secretly. This glow from this rough cast in the stone doth show that I am that same wall, the truth is so.
O curtain, look right. O night with hue so black. O night whichever art when day is not. O night, o night. Alack, alack, alack. I fear my Thisbe's promise forgot. And thou, O wall, O sweet, O lovely wall that stands between her father's ground and mine. Thou wall, O sweet and lovely wall, show me thy chink to blink through with my eye. Thanks, courteous wall. She'll do well for this. But what I see, do I see? O wicked wall through whom I see no bliss. Cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me.
The wall methinks, being sensible, should curse again.
No, in truth, sir, he should not. Deceiving me is you. She's entered out and I'm just flying through the wall. You shall see it will fall, as I told you. God, as she comes. O dainty duck, O dear, thy natural good, what stained with blood, approach ye furies fell, O fates, come, come, cut thread and thrum, quail, crush, conclude, and quell.
True, my heart, but I pity the man.
O wherefore nature didst thou lie its fame, since lion vile hath here to laugh and bite here, which is, no, which was the fair same, that lived, that loved, that life, that looked with cheer. Come tears, come valor, out sword, and wound the path of Paris. I, the left path, where heart still hot. Thus die I. Thus. Now am I dead. Now have I fled. My soul is in the sky. Tongue, loose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Now die! 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 Die!
With the help of a surgeon, he may yet recover and prove an ass.
Halcyon's moonshine is gone before Thisbe comes back and finds her lover.
She will find him by starlight.
Here she comes, and her passion ends the play.
Methinks she should not use a long one for such a fearless. I hope she will be brief.
She has spied you already with those sweet eyes. What, my love? What's that, my love? What's up? What's my car details? These balloons, this hairy nose, these yellow cast-up feet. I'm gone. Well, there's big bubble. Oh, sisters pretty, come to me. Wait, but she uses red silk. When did you grow up since you have four? She uses red silk. Come, no word. Come, pressing blade. Come, pressing torch. I press. Get through.
This begins. If you would do.
Moonshine and wine are what's to bury the dead.
I am all too.
No, I assure you the wall is down that parted their fathers. Will it please you to see an epilogue, or to hear a bergamot's death performed by our company?
No, no epilogue, I pray you. For your play needs no excuse. Never excuse. For when the players are all left dead, there need none to be blamed. But come, your Bergamask, let your epilogue alone.
Hit it! 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
as much as we the sight have overwatched. This palpable gross play, how well beguiled that heavy gate of night. Sweet friends, to bed. A fortnight hold we this solemnity in nightly revels and mutuality.
Now, the hungry lion roars, and the wolf howls moves, while the heavy comet snores all with merry task for dawn. Now, it is the time of night, that the graves all gaping wide, every one that forth his front, on the churchly paths. I'm set with broom before, sweeping the dust behind the door.
Through the house give glimmering words, by the dead and drowsy light. Every elf and fairy sprite shall hop as bright as bird from ride. And this ditty after me, sing and dancing, tripping.
Verse for her some song I wrote, to each word a warbling note, hand in hand with fairy grace, while we sing and bless this place.
1, 2, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4.
slumbered here, while these visions did appear. This weak and idle team no more yielding, but a dream. Gentles, do not repent. Pardon, we shall met. And, as I am an honest talk, if we have unearned luck, that escape the serpent's tongue, we'll make amends ere long. Else, the pop the liar call. So, good night unto you all. Give me your hand if we be friends, and Robin, shall restore men.